Like, even if you're trying to hide it, they know how you really feel. You have your own?
No.
Hi everyone, I'm Dom Griffin, I'm a film critic, and you're watching the Armchair Auteur. It's an ongoing video series I do where we talk about new movies, old movies, screenplay analysis, that sort of thing. So if you like film culture and I think we'll pick it apart, please consider subscribing. Today I'm reviewing the film I'm Your Woman, which debuted recently on Amazon Prime, and it's directed by writer-director Julia Hart. This is actually the second film I've reviewed on the channel from director Julia Hart and her often co-screenwriter Jordan Horowitz, the producer of La La Land.
Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
I quite liked her debut, Miss Stevens, which features an early unsung performance from Timmy Charmander, and her last film, her Urzat superhero deconstruction Fast Color, was a pleasant surprise. I'm Your Woman is much more up my alley though, in that it's a low-key 70s set crime flick following Rachel Brosnahan as Jean, a gangster's wife who has to go on the run when he pisses off the wrong people in his profession. Initially, I was really drawn to the film's premise because I love the idea of telling a typical noir story from the perspective of someone who would otherwise be relegated to background character status, but the film wasn't exactly what I expected, in ways both good and bad. So again, Brosnahan plays Jean, whose husband Eddie is some kind of a crook, but he keeps his life of crime far out of her view. When the film begins, Eddie brings her a baby with no explanation other than saying it's now theirs, as she was unable to conceive. Thrusting a whole-ass baby into the arms of a woman who had already made her peace with never being a mother, who, as she herself says, burned out that part of herself to survive, is a rough experience, made even rougher when Eddie goes out to work one night and never returns. In his stead, one of his partners sets Jean up with a suitcase full of cash, 200 grand to be exact, and a contact to keep her safe, but no useful answers or explanations. So Jean and Harry, the new baby, take off on the road with Cal, brilliantly played by newcomer Arinze Kenna, who is tasked with keeping Jean and the baby safe. This is where the film initially piqued my interest, showing the awkward odds and ends of what you can imagine to be a separate film, following a thief on the run, cut off from his family to keep them out of danger. But for much of the film, it settles into this very patient and understated affair, following Jean's struggle to adapt to this tumultuous new life. It's not bad, necessarily, but it's far more plaintive and meditative than I was expecting, no matter how strong Brosnahan's performance is, or how delicate Hart's direction. It just slowly began to turn me off as it felt like the narrative's inertia was sucked out of the room. But then the plot goes in a very different direction entirely, once we meet Cal's wife Terry, played by Marcia Stephanie Blake, and unravel her connection to Eddie and that entire world of crime. It plucks Jean out of this rueful isolation and back into the fray in a way that's both unexpected, given the deliberate pace, and enthralling, given how beautiful Hart and her cinematographer Bryce Fortner bring the crime-ridden city to life. I won't spoil any of the second half, but suffice to say, it's a far more engaging and cool take on the genre, following Jean's evolution from a helpless damsel who must be coddled by everyone around her, to someone who begins to understand the world she's been a part of this whole time, and what it takes to navigate the dangers of that world and protect her own. This is easily the best film Hart has made thus far, and makes me even more excited to see what she has in store for the future, even if at the moment it's just a Disney Plus movie. But the real MVP here isn't her or Brosnahan, but Blake, whose Terry steals the show from the minute she enters the frame, feeling like a character who has lived and experienced so much more than what we've seen, but immediately understand. Jean's tale essentially feels like a sequel or reboot of Terry's, a backstory any of us would gladly watch in full if Hart fleshed it out and filmed it with as much panache as she employs here. I'm Your Woman is a relentlessly pleasant film to watch, with its warm color palette, captivating costume design, and throwback textures, calling to mind David Lowery's recent period caper, The Old Man and the Gun, which similarly operated at the periphery of a well-worn genre. But here, Hart imbues the kind of story we've seen a million times before with a verve and care the genre doesn't often possess, especially at this budget tier. I'm Your Woman is currently streaming on Amazon Prime, and I think it is well worth your time. Those are my thoughts on the film. I hope you guys check it out, and if you have already seen it, get over in the comments below and tell me what you think about it, or if you didn't like it, what you didn't think about it, or whatever. Yeah. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the little bell icon so you get notifications when I put out new videos. And as always, be good to yourselves and each other. Wear your masks. Stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.